In today's video, I'm going to demonstrate to you how you can remove your Ultrastrands Volumiser if you are in an emergency. This is if you need to remove your volumizer at home and you're in an emergency situation, meaning that you cannot get into a salon. And I'm going to demonstrate to you the tools that you're going to need as well as the process. So firstly, the tools. The first tool you're really going to need is a clip. And this is an example of a clip. And this is going to be required to hold the hair in place as the removal process is taking place. If you don't have a clip like this, you can easily use also a hair grip, similar to this. Doesn't matter the color because you're only using it to secure your hair in place whilst you're doing the removal. The most important tool that you're going to need is your pliers. Now, if you look at these pliers, they have got two holes. In the front, they've got a small hole, and then towards the back, a larger hole. This is very important because this determines what hole you're going to use depending on the size of the bead that you are going to remove. This tool can be purchased from our website at www.ultrastrands.co.uk and costs £24. Now I'm going to take you through the process. So the first thing you need to do, I will always suggest that you actually get somebody else to remove your volumizer as opposed to you trying to remove your volumizer yourself, especially because you're not going to be able to see the bonds that are at the back and the sides. Obviously, if it's just the front buns, then that's something that you can do yourself. But if you're looking for a total removal of the volumizer and it has got bonds on the sides and the back, then you would really need somebody to help you with it. So what you're going to do is use the grip to start to secure your own hair and the volumizer apart so that you can see exactly where the bonds have been installed. Use the clip to secure your hair in place, and here you can see where the bonds are. For demonstration purposes, we've installed two bonds, and I've installed a lighter one here so that you can see what the how I remove it. And here we've got one which is pretty much going to be the same color as the actual volumizer or the hair, which might be more invisible, but the same process applies. Because at the front we've used very small beads, you're going to use the hole directly in front. So as I said before, they've got two different hole sizes. So you'd use that first knot there. You isolate the hair that has got the bead on, and you literally will just put your pliers on top of where the bead is in the hole, and you just press against it. And that will open it up. You might need to do it a couple of times. And it releases the bead. I'm going to try that again. That's the bead there. Take your pliers, squish it in between, close it, that opens up the bead, and then the bead can be removed. Now, on the sides and the back, I've installed a number of larger beads. So again, the same process applies. Go towards the edge of where the volumizer is installed. Use your clip so that you can see exactly what you're doing. And in this instance, I'm going to use the larger hole size here. Isolate the strands of hair that has got the beads in. Put your pliers directly in. Close it, and the bead will slide out. Again, I've got another bond there, and as you can see, the larger hole is. And what you want to do is you want to make sure the direction of the bead is proportional to where the hole is. So what you don't want to do, as you can see, this bead is flat. You don't want to put your pliers in a flat position. You want to put it in knowing that if you clamp those two together, it's going to open it. So as you can see how my pliers are, the bead is horizontal and the pliers is vertical. Horizontal bead, vertical pliers, clamp that in place, that opens it up and releases it. Same action, horizontal bead, vertical pliers, clamp it in place, and that opens it up. And now all you need to do is gently remove the volumizer. Use your fingers to gently prise the hair from within the volumizer, and it will gently come off. And this is how you remove the volumizer in an emergency situation. If you've got bonds in as opposed to beads, and the bonds are invisible silicone bonds, the removal process is slightly different, and I'll explain that to you in a different video. But if you've got beads all over, that is a simple way in which you can take your volumizer off, and I say this should be in an emergency situation only. All other times, please go to your nearest salon. Thank you for watching.